Good evening and welcome to our December webinar. First of all, I would like to wish everyone a happy holidays, even if this isn't the most festive year. Speaking of festive, the third annual Montgomery Business Festival is coming up. It will be on Saturday, December 19th from 9:50 a.m. to 12 p.m. The Montgomery Business Festival is an event being put on to provide FBLA members in New Jersey with a variety of industry perspectives through a keynote, workshop leaders, and pitch contest. However, since it will be all online this year, any and all FBLA member can attend. Workshops are set to include topics such as 5G, AI, journey of a startup, cybersecurity, fintech, supply chain, and more. To find more information and to register, all you have to do is go to Google, type in Montgomery Business Festival, and you should find montgomerybusinessfestival.com. But getting back to the holidays, while the idea of a Corona Christmas is something that brings with it a lot of change, something that hasn't changed is the idea of giving back to your community that is synonymous with the holiday season. That kind of service is also a core belief in FBLA. BAA's three categories are service, education, and progress. In fact, other than BAAs, there are CSAs, or Community Service Awards. To discuss community service further, we have a guest speaker from Keep Florida Beautiful's Youth Council.
Hi, everybody. My name is Cecilia Carboni, and I am the Vice Chairwoman of Keep Florida Beautiful, and I'm trying to share my PowerPoint with you guys real quick. I'm so sorry. I'm having technical difficulties. Can you see? Oh, yes. So I'm here to talk about my work with the Keep Florida Beautiful Youth Council. So everything that you do matters. Every styrofoam cup that you use, every soda can, hopefully you don't, but every cigarette bud makes a difference on our environment, especially in Florida, where we have a wide range of ecosystems from the Everglades down south or the beaches that surround our peninsula. So it's really important that you be mindful of everything that you're doing. Keep Florida Beautiful as a whole is a really impactful organization. And while we may have been slowed down by coronavirus in 2020, our 2019 stats are out like amazing. During 2019, our volunteers, including us, collected over 2.9 million pounds of debris. That is amazing, especially when you consider that 694,689 pounds of that was actually able to be recycled. In addition, we planted over 4,000 trees, over 13,000 plants and flowers, and we also have this 8-for-1 deal that we give all communities in Florida. Basically, every dollar that you donate to Keep Florida Beautiful, your community receives almost over $8 in different community programs, beach cleanups. It gives back. And including that, I know that you guys like to donate your time, but we have had volunteers donate over 246,000 hours to our organization and the things that we do. Not only do we have impressive statistics, we also have impressive sponsors and affiliates. While we have over 40 affiliates within the entire Keep Florida Beautiful umbrella organization, and you can find your local affiliate at our keepfloridabeautiful.org. We also have a lot of great partners. I'm sure you recognize some names up here. Coca-Cola, they sponsor us. Zephyr Hills, we work with them. Publix, basically all the people that are important in any beverage or environmental part of Florida. I like to talk about PepsiCo especially because I work with Steve Lessman, who's the representative from PepsiCo, a lot in our Keep Florida Beautiful youth organization. In 2020, we also partner with Forest Blue. So I don't know if any of you guys are NFL fans out there, but when we had the Super Bowl in Miami this past year, Forest Blue did 100 Yards of Hope Force Blue is an organization where they use veterans, so Navy veterans, anyone who has experienced diving, and they go and they replant coral reefs. So in honor of the Super Bowl in Miami this year, Force Blue went down and replanted a coral reef the size of a football field. And the impact that this can have on our environment is tremendous. Coral reefs not only provide homes for animals, but they also effectively clean the water. So I specifically work within the Youth Council, and our little slogan is making waves for change. Here we are at our January. This was pre-COVID, so that's why we don't have masks, but this was us at our January meeting. We have biannual meetings, typically in January and August before the term starts. We discuss any plans that we have for the new year, any new projects that we're looking forward to, basically anything that we want to get done within the next 6 months that is big, we go over. So recently we had our August meeting, and we had a discussion about, so how are we going to promote volunteering and especially environmental education while everything is virtual? And so I'll get a little bit into that later. But basically, it's a team of about, you see 7 people pictured here, but we have typically about 10 people show up. And it's 10 very impressive teenagers, high schoolers, from all across Florida. So our most recent project that was a joint effort between the entire council was our KFB PSA project. Unfortunately, it was closed November 30th, so you guys can't participate. But if you follow our Instagram later on, you can definitely be able to participate in our later projects like this one. Basically, we asked different teens and children from across Florida to make us a 1 to 2 minute public service announcement about a topic, an environmental topic that they really are passionate about within Florida. So this could be Florida wildflowers or invasive species or just litter on the ground at your local beach. Really, it had an all-encompassing topic range. And not only that, but we have prizes lined up for this specific project. We have some awesome t-shirts, some recycled bracelets, and just a bunch of really cool stuff. So if you see any of our projects pop up, please participate. Not only does it spread education because we're going to post these PSAs on our social media, but it also gives the Youth Council and KFB as a whole more support. And the more support is the better. So within KFB specifically, I have been the vice chairwoman since 2018. I joined in 2017. I also run the KFB social media, so I talk about our Instagram a lot because I'm the one who runs it. It's basically a way for us to utilize a format where we can teach people about how to recycle, about what you can do within your community, any big cleanups that our other youth council members have done that we think that you should know about to help build awareness and cultivate networks of people who love and want to work hard to give back to their environment. I also had an Earth Day program lined up. I was going to get together with my local library and put on a large event where we would not only teach children and teens the importance of recycling, how to correctly recycle, which many people don't understand, but we were going to have them plant trees and flowers, but unfortunately that was canceled due to COVID-19. I also recently spearheaded the PSA project, which was, I just explained it. I also like to talk about some of our other members' projects because honestly, the group of kids who come together for the KFB Youth Council are just so impressive. So first we have Corey. Corey has been here a year more than me, and she worked hard and she created these oyster mats that she put on the docks in our areas. Now, oysters not only clean the water around it, but once you promote that growth, it helps the ecosystem around it. Caleb is another one of our youth council members. He's received 2 separate grants from the Youth Ocean Conservation Summit for the creation of his turtle toy box, which helps keep plastic toys out of the ocean. So while you're at the beach, if you see any plastic toys on the ground that you don't want to take home, you just throw that in the turtle toy box, and then that way it keeps that plastic out of our water, and you can always come by and take those plastic toys and you can use them while you're there. We also have Christopher. I don't know if any of you live in Stuart, Florida, but he is the one who is in charge of one of the largest water fests every March or April in his area. He is the president of Fort H2O, which is a large student-run non-for-profit. So he is essential in the running of this event. So maybe you know him, but he is one of our essential members within the Youth Council. Now, on the topic of giving back, sometimes you can't always go clean up a beach. Especially right now with COVID, you don't want to be touching other people's trash, especially if you or a loved one is immunocompromised. So what can you do when you're sequestered to your house? Well, one way is that you can interact on social media, and you can either spread awareness or interact, give different lessons on how to recycle. There's so much that you can do. And even if you just run a simple Google search, tons of things will pop up on ways that you can give back. In addition, you can also support your local parks. I know that I have a park near me that's a preserve, and just going there, paying, the $5 to park in the park or whatever, and to just walk around and enjoy Florida at its most natural state does so much for our environment here. And then another way, you can check keepfloridabeautiful.org. Not only do we have a lot of information about the organization itself, we release newsletters every couple of months, and then we also provide lots of resources and links that will guide you to different ways that you can give back to your community and different statistics and knowledge that you can gain. We also run an I Promise campaign. So if you're watching this, I want you to, after this meeting is over, go to kfbpromise.org and show your support for KFB by taking the pledge. In doing this, you not only pledge to recycle as much as you can, you pledge to educate others on recycling, and you pledge to do the most you can to help our environment. Because you don't want guys like these sea turtles, getting their heads stuck in those soda can wrappers and all of that. It's not good for them. It's not good for us. We also have one more social media initiative that we launched about 2 years ago. It's called #OneSimpleThing. And this is one thing that you can do. And if you leave with anything tonight, I want you to go home and I want you to think about one simple thing that you can do for our environment. Each year, and especially with New Year's resolutions coming up, make sure that you change one simple thing to better your environment. About 2 years ago, I switched to reusable straws. Haven't used a straw since. And this can help in so many ways by not putting those single-use plastics back into our oceans. Styrofoam, if you just stop using styrofoam, that can also work. Just Google different small things that you can do and make it your #OneSimpleThing for 2021. So overall, go out there and do beautiful things, because Florida is just such an amazing state with our variety of animals and wildlife and flora and fauna that you just want to make sure that you give back to the environments around us. So I really thank you for listening, and go ahead and follow us on our social media, either the KFB Youth Council or the Keep Florida Beautiful Instagram pages.
Thank you, Cecilia, for that amazing message about Keep Florida Beautiful. Similar to what Rylan was saying about CSAs, BAAs are the Business Achievement Awards, which is a program that helps you meet national standards for business education. During your time in BAA, you will learn about standards of accounting, career development, communication, economical, international businesses, and so much more. There's an education category of each BAA level that focuses on different career clusters. There are also 4 levels, which are Future, Business, Leader, and America. So each of these levels build upon the previous works, and you receive various recognitions at different stages. Each level has a foundation of service, education, and progress. So be sure to get your advisor to sign you up today.
Thank you, Risa. Now I'll be talking a little bit about chapter projects, also referred to as prejudged reports and presentation events, and what they entail. So a chapter project is a type of competition that recognizes the achievement and growth of a chapter throughout the year. They cover a specific chapter initiative, with the reports being judged at the state level. 1 report is submitted per chapter besides business financial plan and business plan, for which students may compete individually or with a team. Students can choose to complete a project with a group of up to 3 people while competing in another competitive event. Chapter projects include the American Enterprise Project, Business Financial Plan, Community Service Project, Local Chapter Annual Business Report, and the Partnership with Business Project. In the past, I've competed in partnership with business, which includes a chapter collaboration with the local company, and I can testify that the reports are very extensive, often consisting of 10+ pages compiled over multiple months. The American Enterprise Project consists of a chapter event that promotes an aspect of the American enterprise system, while Business Financial Plan and Business Plan involves crafting a report that details various aspects of a fictional company. Community Service Project is exactly what it sounds like. It involves a report describing the community impact of a chapter in that year. And finally, Local Chapter Annual Business Report details the various happenings of the chapter and its program of work, starting from the end of the previous SLC until the beginning of the current SLC. The prejudged reports are due in February, so you still have time to start. If you enjoy graphic design or writing, then consider completing a chapter project. Now we'll have Shruti talk about district office.
Thank you, Jen. As 2020 comes to a close, we draw nearer and nearer to the new year and new opportunities. As someone who served as a district officer for 4 years before becoming a state officer, I can wholeheartedly say that taking that step and advantage of that opportunity presented to me was a great choice. As a passionate FBLA member, I found myself wondering what was next. What more I could do to remain involved and, more importantly, give back to FBLA. District office was an obvious answer. I was scared at first, and it certainly showed, but FBLA had faith in me and saw potential that I didn't even see in myself at the time. As I served all those years, not only was it a great experience to help me be more involved in FBLA while honing in my leadership skills, it helped me find myself, my confidence, and my passion. On top of being a good experience for FBLA, it was just as good of an experience for me as an individual. It is definitely a big step up from chapter office, but it's nothing insurmountable. I strongly urge you all to reach out to your advisors or even district directors to find more information on how to take that next step in FBLA within your district. It also serves as a great stepping stone to make another jump to becoming a state officer. Serving my district was a big part of the reason that I felt ready and comfortable to run for state office and later join the team. It's a way to experience things on a smaller scale and adapt to working on a team of people that you might not totally know and learning how to fit into a group in order to ensure a successful term. So for any of you that are thinking about it, just know you won't regret it. As always, all of our contact information is on the state website. So if you have any questions or maybe need a little bit of advice, you should absolutely feel free to contact any of us.
Thank you, Shruti. Now, I actually think that we have a question right now. Let me see if I can pull it up. How do I get involved in a Keep Florida Beautiful cleanup? Now, I can say personally that I know that there are over 40 affiliates throughout the state but let me have Cecilia take it away and give you guys some
So
more
one way
information.
that you can get involved in a Keep Florida Beautiful cleanup is to just go onto our website, keepfloridabeautiful.org, and see if you can find a local affiliate near you. We also have a specific part of our website that is dedicated to upcoming events. So that way you can just take a look, check, see if it's in your area, and then go ahead and contact whoever is running that Keep Florida Beautiful cleanup.
Perfect. Thank you, Cecilia. Okay. Well, do we have any other questions? Okay. Oh, are we going to have states this year? Let's see if I can pull that one up. Yes and no. As of right now, and everything is tentative, so what I say as of right now, that means that the plans may change, but there will be an in-person states and an online states. The in-person states will be for those members who either have a district that can take them or a legal parent or guardian that will accompany them, something that has been done in years past and can be done this year. As of course, if everyone on board who will be affected is okay with it. There will be proper safety precautions undergone in states. However, there will also be a virtual option for some members who either aren't comfortable or cannot attend. Do we have any other questions? Okay. Well, thank you for coming. I hope you all learned something.